Independent women don't need good men. I want to play this little clip real quick and I want to get your thoughts on it. And I'm going to also chime in and give my 2 cents per usual.
Generation talk about wanting a woman who brings something to the table. But when they find a woman who is actually independent, they feel like, oh, she's masculine. She don't need me for anything. But the minute that woman tries to depend on him, either he don't got it or he can't match the type of lifestyle that she's used to. So they get mad at you for being independent and having things together to the point where they can't keep up with you. But they will also get mad at you if you depend on them and you don't have the same amount of money as them. They start to look at you like, oh, well, what you bring to the table? I can't date no woman who ain't got an income and who can't go 50-50 with me. Make up your mind, sir. And I'm starting to realize that this issue is not a woman issue. It's an issue of ego, because it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. It's a double conundrum. If I'm independent, I'm making too much money, or I can't afford that woman, she's too high maintenance, or nah, she ain't her masculine. And if I'm too dependent on my man, nah, I need a woman that brings something to the table. Baby, you're the problem.
I will say, listen, independent, I think for a lot of women who claim to be independent women, they don't know how to be in relationships. And I think the problem is, and what I've realized when it comes to women making money, they don't know how to act. Men have always had to be the providers. Men have always been looked at as the ones to go out and work and provide. You're supposed to provide for a family. You're supposed to make it happen, right? That's the whole traditional role. The man went out and worked outside the home, paid the bills, while the woman was responsible for the household and the kids, right? That was the way it was set up traditionally. Men always knew, hey, they had to be able to provide for themselves and also provide for others if they want a family and, all of this, a wife and kids, right? Women fought for equality, right? Women fought to have the rights to be able to work and do what men are doing and not be, because they didn't want to be in the homes cooking and cleaning and raising kids. They wanted to do more. You wanted to be doctors, nurses. You want to have your own business. You want to be able to work outside the home. So you fought for that. Now you have it. But what they didn't measure up or contemplate is the mentality that came with women making the money. See, it's a difference between a successful man making money and versus a successful woman financially. When women make money, they still have this dual mentality. Like one side, I want to be independent, make all my money, but the other side, you still want that traditional lifestyle. So you still want men to be, this is why they still want men to be traditional, to come in and pay all the bills in spite of them being able to make money themselves. And that's the part that I think women are struggling with. You want to have that security from a male provider, but you also want to be independent and be able to provide for yourself. And that's the problem. I don't think men are intimidated by women who make money because they tell us they're not. They just don't want somebody who's trying to control them. And that's what a lot of women want to do. Women, to me, you didn't want equality. You wanted control. You want to be able to control the household, control the man, control the narrative. You want to be the boss of the man. You want to be able to have leverage over him to do whatever it is you want to do, but then tell him what he can and cannot do. And that's their problem. Independent women don't want to be cooperative. See, the problem is there's no cooperation with independent women. They feel like because they make the money and the roles wasn't originally that way, it wasn't originally set up for women to be the leaders and make the money and be independent. So now that we are, somehow they think they're the prize and you're supposed to cater to them. That is the problem. When she talk about ego, no, these women have it in their minds, I can make the money because I'm independent and I can do this and I do that. But you still need to take care of me. You still need to be the primary breadwinner. You still need to be the one making all the money, paying all the bills. And I can just be independent and do what I want. But they didn't realize it doesn't work that way. To me, I think it's impossible to have a long-lasting, stable relationship if you are an independent woman. It's going to clash. And with you being an independent woman comes an independent mindset. And that's what we see. It's not that, oh no, you want a woman who's taking care of herself, right? A woman who knows how to take care of herself. She's just not sitting back and don't know how to do anything. You just being an adult means you have to take care of yourself. So that's it. But the problem is, once again, and we say it all the time, and I think a lot of people say, oh, it's the mindset, but they don't really elaborate on it. The mindset, this is the mindset of most women. You want to be able to make the money and complain about it and still want the man to make more than you. So if you make six figures, you want him, if you make 100,000, you want him to make 100,000 or more. That's where that mentality comes from, because she still innately wants to feel like the man is fully taking care of her. But you got to realize these are modern times. They've changed. Y'all fought for equality. You have it. But your mindset is, hey, if I can make the money, then he's not a man because he can't take care of me. No, y'all have proven and fought for the ability to make money and take care of yourself. You can't have it both ways. So if you're able to support yourself and take care of yourself, that's fine. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with a man in a relationship, it's a cooperation thing. It's not about a selfish mentality. It's not, oh, I'm the boss, I make more than you, you need to level up because you need to make more than me to take care of me and pay my bill. No, baby, this ain't that type of time. You don't want to be a traditional housewife taking care of the house 100% of the time, full time, with the kids. You want to be outside, you want to make your own money. But honestly, when you think about it, in a relationship, there's no such thing as your own money. All of the monies that come into the household should be contributed to the household and the family. So it's not your own, it's for the family. But men have been supporting families. Men have been primary providers, the ones working the majority of the time, taking care of the household, taking care of the kids, taking care of it all. And you don't really hear a bunch of men. Now, there may be some who have this idea that I'm the boss and they're running their ship the way they want to run it. But the majority of men aren't out here boasting about, I make my own money and I'm a man you don't hear a bunch of men saying that, because they already know that was what was expected of them. Because it wasn't expected of women, and women fought to be able to go out and work and make their own money. Now they think somehow they're supposed to be praised because they were able to do it. No, you're not praised for it, and that bothers them. And they don't want to contribute. That's the problem, in my opinion. You don't want to contribute to the household. You want to make your money and claim boss chick status, but you don't want to contribute financially in any way. You think the man is still supposed to provide 100% of the financials to the household when you're capable and able, fought for this and capable, able to do it. That's the problem. And once again, they want to put it on the men, but it's not always the man. It's not always the men. Men have always known and told what they need to do and what they need to do for a woman, but women have never really been told what they need to do for a man. The independent woman mindset it ruins relationships. This is why they're single, complaining, saying they can't find a man, because the minute you meet a guy and you start spouting out that independent mindset and that independent thought process, the men pick that up quickly. They're like, oh, well, damn, there's never going to be any cooperation in it. A relationship involves two people working together, not you over here saying, I make six figures. What you make? You make 80,000. You can't compete with me. You don't do it better than me. And I need you to do this, and I need you to do that, and all this. It doesn't work like that.